Hi guys, hope you all are doing good. So in this lecture we are going to learn how to display text on a web page using HTML. So every website contains text. So some text is used as headings and some text is used as paragraphs. So HTML provides a specific tags to create them. So by the end of this lecture you will learn what is H1 to H6 tags and P tag and BR tag and HR tag. So without any delay, let's begin. So first we're gonna see why do we need headings. Imagine you are reading a book without chapter titles. It would be very confusing. So headings helps organize information. So they tell readers what a section is about. So like that in HTML, headings are created using heading tags. So let me write the headings. So these are the heading tags. So you observed this was written with H1, H2, H3 and so on up to H6. So why we need these numbers? In these headings, H1 is the largest heading and H6 is the smallest heading. So let me write an example using these all headings. So this is the example of headings I have written up to H1 to H6. So when we run this code, each heading appears in a different sizes. The size decreases from H1 to H2. So why should we use H1? So the H1 tag is very important. Usually a web page should have one main H1 headings. So example I have written H1 this heading. So this tells us user and search engines about the main topic of the page. So let us now understand about paragraphs. So let me write about paragraphs. So a paragraph is a group of sentence. HTML uses the p tag to create paragraphs. So this is the syntax of our paragraph. So your text is goes here means what we're gonna type in a paragraph. It gonna stores here. Let me write one example using a paragraph. So the So HTML is the foundation of web development. So this is a paragraph. So the output will be same. HTML is foundation of web development. So so let us see how to create multiple paragraphs. So as I mentioned earlier, using this same p tag, we are going to create multiple paragraphs. So let me write multiple paragraphs. So I have written multiple paragraph. First paragraph is welcome to Liger lectures, and our second paragraph is today we are learning HTML. So HTML automatically creates space between paragraphs. So this make content easier to read. So now let us see about BR tag. So BR tag is nothing but sometimes we want to text to move to the next line. For that we use the BR tag. This simple. So BR means break line. So BR means break line. So for example, let me write hello BR tag and students. So the output will be hello on the next new line students. So this is our output. So now let us see about HR tag. HR tag. So what does HR tag mean? So HR tag is nothing but it is used to make horizontal line. So HR equal to horizontal line, horizontal line. So it creates a horizontal line on the web page. Example HR. The output will be a straight line across the page. So why we use HR tag? The HR tag main use is used to separate sections. So let me write an example to understand it better. So I have written example for HR tag. So the horizontal line helps reader cleanly see different sections. So I have written first header on using HTML and paragraph welcome, and we have written HR tag here. So it gonna separate. So first it gonna use HTML and then next line welcome, and the horizontal line, and we will get our second heading chapter, and our heading 2 paragraph we get thank you. So this is what we have learned today. Let me type all these concepts in VS Code to understand very better. So let us create a web page now using these all concepts. So let us move to the VS Code. So right now we are at the VS Code. I have created a file named index.html. This .html is mandatory because you are telling the compiler that the file is in HTML format. So it understands that you are typing the code for HTML. So let us type code for our web page. So I'm going to type now. So let me fast forward from here. So I have written the code. So save this file, save this HTML file. Now double click on the file, and you need to click on the open with live server. So we have successfully created. Hope this video is helpful for everyone. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section. So thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next one.